Bitcoin is worthless artificial gold.
I would short it if there was an easy way to do it.
I think it's a scumball activity.
Bitcoin is the most superior monetary technology that has ever existed.
It's one of the crazier speculative things. This is as a
In this video, Michael Saylor, well known for being the founder of MicroStrategy, is going to be walking us through his top 3 reasons on why it is essential for you guys to only be investing your money in Bitcoin and no other crypto assets.
But I think, Len has said this, and I've said it too. I think the outcome of the block size wars was really critical to the success of Bitcoin as the world's greatest monetary asset. So if you were around during the block size wars, and if you fought on the right side of the block size wars, then you're really the OG. You guys should give yourself a hand. There's no way that I would be here, that we would be here, that we would have an avalanche of institutional adoption without the sacrifices that were made during the block size wars and without the principled fight. And it was a very principled fight that makes the difference. And today, what you have is you have a raft of regulators, that have said a commodity is an asset without an issuer. There is only one digital commodity. There is only one crypto asset network that is lacking an issuer, and that leaves 22,000 other things. And I'm going to quote someone. The vast majority of those other things are securities. And that's politically correct speech for they're all securities. You have a commodity. You have an example set by Satoshi, a principled example. All the other crypto bros that are waiting for clarity and guidance, and they want the people at the library that want to understand how you create a commodity. Well, Satoshi showed you how you create a commodity. You have a principled example. It's in front of your face. It's been endorsed by every thoughtful, principled person of integrity that's studied the space. And so we arrive in the middle of 2022, and the question that we wondered, will this be banned, has been answered. No, this is not being banned. This is being embraced. Will it be hacked? No, it has not been hacked. No one can hack it. And in fact, the Bitcoin mining network is approaching 300 exahash. It's the most powerful computer network in the world. It's the most powerful crypto network in the world. And when people ask what backs Bitcoin, the answer is a crypto hashing network that would require 3.5 Earths worth of energy to 50% attack with conventional cloud computing from the best GPU companies in the world. So we've reached a point where it is embraced, it is not hacked, it is not going to be hacked, it is backed. And can it be copied? Yeah, it's been copied 20,000 times and they've all failed. And if you want to copy it, you have a simple roadmap. You just need to have an ethical launch by a founding team that takes no monetary interest in the asset. You need to give it to hundreds of millions of people. You need to back it with 300 exahash and 3.5 Earths worth of hash energy. And you need to avoid corrupting it with all of your silly ideas and youthful exuberance and all of your little functional aspirations and all of your other attempts to accomplish something or do something that you read about last week on a message board. And so that's where we are today. You want to talk about where we're going?
I do, yes.
Okay, so
Please tell us more. Easiest job in the business right here.
first we got to extract ourselves from our dysfunctional relationship with the rest of the crypto industry. And then we're taking over. The extraction part is, well, the crypto bros are helping us with that, right? They're helping. When we try to explain the difference between a centralized staked token and a decentralized proof of work token, we now have a few better examples, right? I think the meltdown of Terra and the meltdown of Luna and the meltdown of the Wildcat exchanges, the meltdown of FTT, the meltdown of FTX, all of those has put the fragility and the defect in architecture of the crypto industry front and center. The regulators have been rousted out of bed, to go on television to answer questions. Congress has been lit up. You're going to see every agency thinking about this. You're seeing mainstream media writing about this. The Wall Street Journal has got story after story after story after story after story. And unlike writing stories that, well, crypto is like Bitcoin except more energy efficient, that was the story a while ago. The stories now are, well, and you saw it when I was on CNBC, I said, well, BTC is not FTT. And every one of the anchors nodded and said, yeah, you got that right. It's pretty obvious why. So the meltdown of the crypto ecosystem is educating an entire generation of mainstream journalists, mainstream investors, mainstream regulators and policymakers. And they understand that now they have to do something, and the regulation that's going to come is going to stop the scams, it's going to stop the self-dealing, it's going to provide a framework by which people start to understand the difference between an ethical, economically sound, technically sound asset and a fair, equitable, principled approach versus an unethical, uneconomically sound, untechnically sound, unregistered security. So I think that that's a big part of what's going on right now. I think another big part of what's going on right now is the other side of this, which is investors in the mainstream are going to understand, based upon results, why a digital commodity is a better idea than a digital security. And that's happening in front of our face. I also think that regulators are going to have to move. They're going to move much faster. And as they move much faster, they're going to lay down expectations of the registration process to become a digital security, a digital currency, a digital exchange, especially those three. Those are going to be hot buttons. And as that happens, what you're going to see is that 98% of the stuff in the crypto ecosystem is going to shake out. There's going to be a few strong players that will go through the registration process, and they will grow up to be a registered, fully disclosed currency, like a Circle or a Tether will have to become registered and regulated. There may be a few digital securities. There'll be a massive fight over what that means and what you can do with it. The digital exchanges, both the crypto exchanges and the DeFi exchanges, will have to register, and this entire Wild West environment will start to dissipate. It'll be like the meteorite that hit the Earth, 80 million years ago, and a lot of stuff will get wiped out. A few things will rise out of the crypto ecosystem that'll be cleaned up. and then a lot more mainstream actors will enter this space. Mainstream investors, mainstream banks, mainstream financial providers, registered companies, and the entire industry will take on a new character. And now,
so to sum things all up, Saylor believes that Bitcoin is the one and only commodity in the crypto space. And why is this important to the investor? Because commodities are shown to be an excellent way to fight inflation, also known for their capabilities for being a great store of value, essentially not devaluing over time. And his second point is that the Bitcoin network has never been hacked and never will be hacked due to the miners validating transactions on the Bitcoin network. It would take up to 3 Earths worth of GPU power to take down the Bitcoin network. His third and final reason that was shared in this video is that Bitcoin has been replicated over 20,000 times. 20,000. And not once has it succeeded. The only true success story is Bitcoin itself. If you guys like this content, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, because this is going to be your one-stop shop for anything and everything crypto and how to make money. As always, I'm EverythingRobCrypto. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.